So we've waited a long time for the Watsontown takeover on Stormpoint, but in Season 19 we're finally going to be getting it, and we know a lot more information about it now. But a very long time ago, Crowrindo actually told us this was coming, and he showed us exactly where on the Stormpoint map the Watsontown takeover would be. It seemed like there were two new POIs. We have the pylon, which will be taking over the lightning rods, and also an amp station. And in the recent patch, a few new assets for the town takeover were data mined, so let's take a look at them. Now this first asset is going to be in the pylon facility, the Watsontown takeover, and as you can see, it's a control panel. It even says Watson on one of the screens, and if we take a little bit of a better look at this, you can see what the pylon facility might actually look like. In this bottom left image here, this might be what it looks like, this big building that has a tall spire out the top, which if I had to guess is potentially harnessing the power of the storm that took over Stormpoint and maybe using it to help power the entire island and maybe help them rebuild, because we do know that storm did take over and will definitely have left a lot of damage. It also shows a power grid. Now I don't know if this image is reminiscent of the new Stormpoint map and this is showing how the power goes from, you know, the entire map, or if that's just in the specific town takeover facility. But yes, as you can see, all those screens do relate to the Watsontown takeover, which is that pylon in the top right of the map. Now Crowrindo also let us know that there are some new zones in the files for Stormpoint, such as the pylon zone, the amp station zone, which of course are those two new areas. It does seem like there's some new zones as well, like Echo and Echo HQ. I don't know if that relates to Vantage's Echo, or if it's just a code name, because there's also zones like Medina and McCord, which are surnames of developers. It also seems that in the Watsontown takeover, we'll see things like blueprints for her heirloom and the heat shield, which we know Watson did actually design. It looks like there's also going to be random bits of paper lying around as well that have some Easter eggs on, like the Nessie drawings and some text about simulacrums, or even the weekly barbecue menu. So are you excited for Season 19 when we finally get Watson's Town Takeover? It's been a while since this was first leaked, so I'm glad we're finally getting it. And hopefully this also means some more Watson lore, because I've been waiting for that for quite a while. Anyway, let me know what you think and subscribe.